Hi, guys, and welcome back to Live and Learn with Livy. Clearly, I am fucking Livy. How are we all doing today? I am a mix of through the moon excited, like I just found out some really great news, but also like actually no, it's not funny. Like actually depressed to a point where like it's not good. Like I've been crying all morning, just haven't been good. If you're watching on YouTube, actually my makeup looks good, and I feel like this is the first time I've done makeup for the podcast in a minute, which is like sad. But we'll get into why I've just been like down bad today, and honestly, like I wouldn't fucking recommend it on anyone. Honestly, I was like, this podcast is gonna be fucking rough to like record, but then I got like really amazing news, and I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, hold on a minute. My world has shifted. I feel good. All is well. Okay. Let's get into like my weekly update. If you guys do not watch Love Island UK, Love Island UK is 30 times better than Love Island USA. Here and there, like I would say the challenges on USA like have you like kicking your feet giggling kind of thing, but like the stuff that happens on UK is absolutely insane, like crazy, of just like the love triangles. There was like at one point one of the girls like went up to the other girl and was like, I don't like you because you're happy. And she was like, what? And she was like, you're like always smiling around this villa, and like I hate that about you. And it's just like, wait, what? So like I'm still on my Love Island UK kick, and I don't love it as much as I loved USA. I just feel like USA was like we were all together, and like I could go scroll on TikTok the next day before it got like super abusive and weird. And like we were all on, like we all clocked the same tea, and it just felt like a community event. Whereas like UK, I do feel like a solo mission watching it on my own, but I'm just like sitting there baffled, like, and their Casa Amor absolutely diabolical, and like the men that they have on this season, so horrible. Like I genuinely cannot believe that they give these men airtime, but like whatever, go crazy, do your thing. So if you thought USA was bad and like drama filled, you wouldn't last a day on UK. Like okay, but that's just like my little tea. I've been watching Love Island UK. What else have I been watching? Like, what am I like into? Honestly, it's just been like Love Island UK. I was rewatching Love Island season 6. I've been reading a lot more, so like I'm just kind of like in my reading era. But I have a date this weekend, you guys. Like I have a date, and I'm trying to be like super open-minded and not like too judgmental at first, because like I do like to ask them a series of questions before like I go on a date with them to like realize if I want to be seen, not be seen, but like be out and like spend my time with somebody like that. But I'm like, Livy, just relax, have fun, have a hot girl summer. Like your summer has not been that hot girl yet. So like, let's do like a little hot girl summer. Okay. And so I have a date this weekend, and then I'm sure I'm going to have a couple more dates, like just like lining them up, you know, like, come on, man, let's get it going. Let's do the goddamn thing. But that's just like my dating update is like, all right, let's get back on the streets. Like, let's intentionally date. Let's get back out there. But also right now I'm just trying to like get through the day. You guys forgive me, because this might be like a what the fuck is she on episode. I'm just been going through some things. I'm burnt the fuck out. I'm mentally drained. I'm physically drained, and I'm creatively drained. And I feel like I have nothing to give myself right now. And like, I've realized all of this because I just came to a really hard conclusion in like the past couple of days. And I really wanted to come on here and just be like super open and honest with everything I'm dealing with. But also like, I don't know, maybe you guys have like dealt with something like this. Basically, I just like realized some people in my life genuinely wanted like the worst for me, or even if they didn't intend to want the worst for me, like their actions and like the words that they've said to me have been like pretty horrific and horrible, like the past 6 months. Like it just hasn't been really good, and I feel like I've just surrounded myself with some people who like genuinely would rather see me down than happy, and not even intentionally. Like things that I thought were like jokes or like not that big of a deal, like actually ended up not being jokes and actually ended up being like big deals. And I think when you grow in life in general, where like if you're like on to the next chapter, on to the next phase of your life, people will get uncomfortable by that. People who have not grown within themselves, they will get super uncomfortable by that and do whatever they can to bring you back down to like the level that they're only comfortable seeing you at. And that's something I've just had to really realize. I'm going to get into all of it and kind of just say everything that's been happening, and obviously not names or anything like that, but just things that I've personally been dealing with, because it's been pretty rough. But like, it's just people constantly bringing up negative parts of my life, whether that be like my money struggles that I was dealing with or my career struggles. And even after setting the boundary, they kept doing it because they like thought it was funny to them, and like no part of me was laughing. Like I literally wasn't laughing, and I was trying to be firm in making my boundaries. And now looking back, I realized I wasn't that firm in making the boundaries that I was trying to make. And that's led me to like where I am now, which is just burnt out, drained mentally and drained physically, because I'm allowing people's energies who just because I love them, like I'm trying to see past like the negative things that they're doing to me, if that makes any sense. And I think I do just get to a point though where I feel like this has been a reoccurring theme in my life, and I do get exhausted by it. I get exhausted by letting people go or having to set boundaries or having to distance. And I might sound like, okay, well, that's life, Livy. Like, that's life. But like, it's really fucking exhausting because it always just feels like it's someone new that this comes up with, or maybe I'm just blind to it and I'm not seeing it. And it just is super draining. But I specifically remember, like, this is like one of the turning points, that I was on the phone with somebody who I'm close to, and we were talking about like my career and like money and things like that. And like, if I'm not worried about my financial state, nobody else should be worried about my financial state. Like, let me just put it like that. Nobody else needs to be worried about like me or whatever. And like, this person just like went off and was like screaming about how I need like a normal person job. And I'm like, okay, first of all, let's not get absolutely fucking insane. I'm not built to like, I couldn't even imagine myself in a 9 to 5. And like, within the business that I'm in, like entrepreneurship and stuff like that, you're going to have really high months and you're going to have really low months. And it's just like, I just need to learn how to like balance the in-between months kind of thing. Like, that's where I was struggling with personally. And like, but like the mistakes that I've made financially, I needed to make so I could learn. Like, I'm thick-headed. Like, I'm not going to learn mistakes if I don't actively, I'm not going to learn lessons if I don't actively make those mistakes. And that's just the kind of person I am. And so having this person, basically, it was honestly, looking back, it was like them completely projecting, and it was like pretty horrific though. Like, it was really horrific, saying I'm ruining my life, all because I had a couple slow months in business and I was like changing management, but like, I'm ruining my life. I'm making my financial mistakes I'll never recover from. Like, last time I checked, my credit score's good. Time I checked, my bank account's good. Like, so it's like very much was them projecting, but it was very hard for me to receive. I think anyone, it would be hard to receive when you're already in a vulnerable place of life, because your income and your financial, what you're used to, isn't what it is right now, because I'm going through changes within the business world at the side of my career. Like, there's changes within that, and like, I'm going through those things. And my mom kept telling me, she was like, people experience this more in their 40s. Like, you're experiencing this at 25, 26. People experience this more 40s and 50s. And like, I just kept reminding myself that. But then having this person on the phone be like fear mongering and like basically just like beating me down, like watching me cry, and like kept fucking going. It was like to a point where I was like, okay, wait, I like cannot take this anymore. And they were fear-mongering about their own situation, but it like brought me down horribly. And like, looking back now, I'm like, well, yeah, because now I look at their situation currently and it's not great. And so it was them fear-mongering onto me, but it was to a point where it was like, they took out whatever they were dealing with and put it onto me completely, and basically felt like as if they were calling me a failure. And I was like, what the actual fuck? Like, as I'm actively doing brain deals and getting back to work and doing all those things. And it just felt like, yeah, horrible. Like, it felt horrible. It just felt like, okay, you don't see what I've already built for myself. And you also don't see what I'm continuously building for myself. And I'm like continuously doing, like, I'm in a field, I've said it a million times, where my life can change overnight. Like, that's the field that I'm in financially. And I don't live my life based on that, but it is a good, like, no, I am in a field that's what I'm in control of, like, my reality in that sense. And to just have someone that you're super close with completely like bring you down was absolutely horrific. And like this was like the same person when TikTok was going to get banned that they were like, "Oh, like I have like nanny families for you." And I was like, "I'm not like I still make money on other platforms." Like, and it wasn't in like a sincere way. It was in a like your time's coming kind of thing. Just like I don't know. It just always has felt like that person was waiting and like preying on my downfall. Like I kid you not, because like the actions that are said and the actions that are done and the things that are said are like, how can this person not secretly hate me by like the things that they have done to me? Like it just comes to a point where it's like, you hate me. And that's fine, but just like admit the fact that you fucking hate me. Don't act like you're my number one fan when like you're in the corner like waiting for my downfall. Like couldn't wait for the TikTok ban. Like I kid you not, couldn't wait for the TikTok ban. Was like genuinely so excited about it. And I was like, that's just like a horrific thing to be close to someone who's like waiting for your life to crumble is what it felt like. And I've also had other people in my life talk about my career negatively and like doing social media. And one of the things that always gets me is like outright refusing to like take my Instagram photos. Like we'll be at a dinner that I'm paying for like my, because I get it for free or whatever because of social media. And she'll be like, no, like I'm not taking photos. Like I'm done. I'm not taking photos. I'm not doing any photos. And it's like, it makes you uncomfortable to do what you're like meant to do. And like, I would understand it if I was like, okay, let's take 1,000,000 photos and dedicate 35 minutes to just photos of me. It's not like that. I'm like, I just like need a couple photos. Cause like this does happen to be my job. And to just have people like, you just feel shitty when you're like, oh, can you take it back? No, I'm not taking a photo. I'm not taking a fucking photo of you. No, I'm not doing. You feel like really shitty about yourself. Like that's like the only way I can describe it. Or like if I'm filming a brand deal or something and they're judging the way that I'm filming it, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling horrible about myself. Like I feel genuinely terrible about myself. And I didn't even realize how bad it was until I came to a point where I was like, I just like can't do this anymore. Like I came to a point where I was like, I am so exhausted mentally and I'm drained mentally from something I love doing because I feel like I constantly have someone bringing me down. And if it wasn't my career things and if it wasn't money things, then it was like my weight or things like that being like, well, you missed a class, a workout class. So like, you're going to be fat. And it's like, okay, I cannot like take this anymore. Like just like couldn't take it. And it's hard to distance from people you love, obviously, but it's even harder to be like, wait, I didn't even realize how negative it was. And like, I didn't even realize how horrible it was and how it like sucks the fucking life out of me until I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out on the phone to my mom. And she's like, this is a reoccurring theme for you. Like, this is a reoccurring fucking theme. And yeah, I just never thought of it as wrong because like, oh, they're just joking. Well, like sometimes the joke's not funny. And sometimes it just like weighs you down. And the best I can like describe it is like my energy feels drained. I feel like my sparkle has been gone and it just kind of has like been continuously like sucked out of me. And like I talked about energy vampires on my podcast on my TikTok a couple days ago, where it's like an energy vampire is someone who like comes into your life and just like drains you and like sucks your energy out of you. It can be friends, family, a person you're dating, whoever it is. Like they can just like actually suck the life out of you where you're like, I can't do this anymore. And my mom was always telling me about like the energy vampires she had in her life. And she was like, I was getting it from both ends of two people in my life. And she was like, anytime I felt like I was afloat and like getting my life back together, anything like that, it felt as if the one was like pulling my legs underwater and the other one was like dunking my head underwater. Like I couldn't do anything that was like good enough, or I couldn't do anything that was like good enough for them. And like, they were like, yeah, no, like that's fine. They just like consistently like just kept trying to bring you down, and it chips away at you. It chips away at your confidence. And I'm someone where I pride myself so much on my confidence, and I'm like now not feeling as confident as I normally do within my work or within other aspects of my life. And I'm like, I should never feel like that because I've worked so hard to be where I'm at, but I've also haven't realized that I've let people in who have been draining me and are energy vampires. And like, so crazy to me though, because I'm like, I've done this in the past. Like I know that these kinds of people exist, and it's like, why do I let it happen again? Do you know what I mean? But I think it's when you really love somebody, you like try and see past those things because like no one wants to think that their friends or any person that they are into is like doubting them. But it really hit me when I saw a TikTok the other day of this girl, and she was like, the closest people to you and like your husband or whoever you decide to marry or anything like that should be your number one fan, should be more delusional than you. And I stand by that so much because like I feel like I'm like that with my friends where like I'm more delusional for them than they are for themselves. Where if like someone's like, oh yeah, like I want to like get into fitness, I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna open your own gym, you're gonna do all those things, why wouldn't you? Like I'm always like, why wouldn't you? You're gonna do like the most amazing things ever. And in this TikTok she was like, yeah, I just like she was like, I was starting social media and I was like, my goal is to get like 10,000 followers on just like one of the platforms. And he was like, but what if you get like 1,000,000? And she was like, no, that like pissed me off that he even said that because it almost made it feel like so unreachable, like so unattainable. But she was like, but I look back and it was him truly believing in like what I could do and being like, you can actually do anything. And I saw that and I was like, wait, I don't have people in my life who think that of me. If anything, I have people in my life who are like, you're doing too much, like da 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 da, and like constantly bringing me down and like being negative. And I was like, oh, I don't have people. Yeah, I don't like I do have people who are like shoot for the moon, but like the closest people to me, I'm like, oh wait, you're actually bringing me down horribly. Like your energy is affecting me very negatively, and like I'm feeling that within myself. And so right now I'm at like the processing stage where I'm just kind of like sitting back and processing everything. I'm really big on that. When I come to a realization of something of like, okay, like I need to process and like I need to like if I keep praying and to the God, universe, whoever, and being like, okay, please remove like the bad people from my life and like please remove any obstacles from like my success, and like I keep getting the same thing coming up again of like these same people bringing me down and like not wanting to see me be the best version of myself. It's like, wait, maybe that's the person like God's trying to remove and like I'm not listening. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not the one listening. But yeah, I just feel like the more I've normalized it and like brushed it off, I wasn't realize how much it was taking out of me. I haven't realized how much my sparkle has like dimmed because I'm listening to other people. And I think when you're in the field of like social media or you're in the field at all of any profession, like you need people around you who are going to be like, no, let's look at big picture. Let's look at all these like amazing things that like we know you're going to accomplish and the things that we're going to do. So like right now I'm like really craving those kinds of people in my life who like actually like really believe in me and like see all that I've done and been like, no, you can do like 30 times more, because that's just how I've always showed up for every single other person. And I think it's time now where I like dissect my circle and go, you know what? No, this person can't be in my circle anymore. And like, I need to pull myself away. Yeah, I'm fucking crying. Suck it up, bitch. And be like, actually, I want to surround myself with people who like believe in me and just like love me and who think my dreams aren't big enough. Who are like, no, dream a little. And I'm a girl with big ass dreams, but like, no, like dream a little bigger, like dream more. You could do whatever you put your fucking mind to, instead of having people who are like doing the complete opposite. So, that's where I'm at. And then I'm now realizing like how firm of boundaries I need to put in place. And like, it's also a sad realization because I've always been like, oh, I protect my peace. I protect my peace. And I think I was always talking about protecting my peace within dating, which like I do very well, but like I clearly am not protecting my peace very well within like friendships and stuff. And I'm letting people just like walk all over me and like treat me negatively and treat me horribly. So I now need to like protect my peace in that sense. And like, I think I'd rather be alone than be around those people at all anymore. Yeah, because it's taken everything out of me, you guys. Like, fuck. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was. Like, I genuinely didn't realize how bad it was until I'm sitting here talking to you and being like, holy shit, so if you are feeling anything similar to like what I have felt or have felt this, like, I'm genuinely, girl, like, we're one in the same boat or whatever the fuck it is. Like, we're on the Titanic together, like, goddamn kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm ready for change now. I'm ready to not deal with this. And like the boundaries that I'm putting in place of even cutting off conversations that are like, if it's about my money, my career, or my weight or anything like that, like I don't need to speak to anybody about that besides like trusted individuals. And like also like keeping things from people of like big projects I have coming up, big brand deals I have coming up, big things like that. Cause you forget how much other people's energy can impact you and your energy. And like, I could have something amazing and like someone could tarnish it without me even knowing, you know? And it really is just like miserable people want you to be miserable as well. And that's just like what this comes down to. Like, because happy people don't want people to be miserable. I literally cannot stress this enough about like how much I always want my friends to win, and I want everyone to have like the best life. And like anytime any of my friends have huge wins, I feel like not like it's my own win, but I'm so excited to the point where like I'm in tears, and I'm like, I'm so fucking proud of them because like they deserve this. Like they just like, there's not one person in my life that I don't think deserves the fucking world. And like I wouldn't move mountains for to make them realize that they could have anything in life and they could do whatever they want to do and they could be whatever they want to be. And like the love that I genuinely have for everybody in my life to be the best version of themselves. And like, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's like almost too much. Sometimes I'm like too much where they are not at the level that of believing of them in themselves that like I am of believing in them. And that's hard, obviously. And like, but I always came from like a place of love, and realizing that that hasn't been reciprocated to me ever with certain people is like scary, like very, very, very scary. So if that means like I just need time alone, then that means I just need time alone or to myself or not around these kinds of people, then that's what that means. And I'll move accordingly. And just like really filling my life with people who do make me feel seen and heard, and I don't feel like I'm too much or not doing enough or not good enough. Like people who are just like love me for me and see me for me, because the opposite is pretty fucking draining. And like I really do just want my energy to go back to what like the normal, happy, bubbly me who thinks I can conquer anything in the world. And I miss her. Like I miss her a lot. I feel like I haven't seen her in a minute. Like when I do see her, I feel like she gets like brought down. So I'm ready to have her back because I know she's in there. Like I know my sparkle isn't gone forever, and I know I'm not like, like I know this is temporary. It's just like hard. It's just like difficult. That's all. And like I know that there has to be like big changes made on my end, and it's kind of terrifying. But like the saying of like the people of like the 5 closest people in you are like a reflection of you and like what you're gonna do. I also did that, and I was like, wait, I'm not 1,000% proud of like the 5 closest people I have to me. So that has to change. Like, yeah. And I also just like don't want to be surrounded by people who the negative energy, but like also negative energy towards everybody, not just me, but like everybody. Nobody in their life can do right. They're always constantly talking shit about someone, being like, this isn't going to work for them. This isn't going to, like, I just like don't want to be around those kinds of people. I want to be around the kind of people who are like, anything is fucking possible. Anything's fucking capable. And I want to see everybody win. That's just point period blank. So it's like if I have to be alone, and I won't be alone because I do still have like close friends that I love that do love me back, but like it just is adjusting right now. I think I'm just in an adjusting phase, and it's scary and it's hard and it's fucking exhausting, you guys. Like it's exhausting to have people bring you down, but your light can scare people, and like not everyone wants to see you shine as bright as you deserve to shine, and like that's a horrible conclusion to come to. Also, I want to talk about the boundaries of like being strict with the boundaries of like cutting off conversations that don't need to happen, exiting, even if it's like exiting a hangout if it's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I don't want to be here while you talk about this. If that means even spacing yourself in general, being like, I actually can't hang out with this person as much as I was hanging out with them. I can't be around this person as much as I was being around them. And like, just like taking a lot of steps back and just being comfortable with like being alone and being comfortable with being with the people who like love you the most. Those are just like the boundaries I'm putting in place of like shutting down conversations, distancing myself as far as I possibly can, and just trying to navigate a life where their negativity doesn't bring me down. And like, if anything, I wish everybody healing and that they can get to a place where we can be best friends and close and everything like that, because I love that. And I think everyone deserves love and happiness. But at the end of the day, people need healing and need to see things for themselves. And I can't continuously like wear other people's emotions for them, because I'm a very emotional person. I'm an empath, you guys. Tenny, what are you doing, baby? Come here. He's scaring me. I'll feel people's emotions for them, and anything that's said to me, I do feel it really deeply, and like I can take on other people's energy very well. And I mean, it makes sense why every weekend I was like, why am I fucking drained? And then it's like, it also, I think a good point to realize, like, is if you're not around people who like actively fill up your cup, like after you hang out with them, you're like, oh my God, I could conquer the world. I could do anything. Like, I love hanging out with this person. Like, they're not filling up your cup. What are you doing? Sorry. They're not filling up your cup. And like, you should be around people who are actively filling up your cup every single fucking time you see them. Like, and I know what that feels like. I've had amazing people in my life, and I still do have amazing people in my life where I'm like, oh my God, you actively fill up my cup. Like, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Like, I love you. And those are just kind of the people that I'm seeking currently in my life, and I'm accepting and I'm opening myself up to, because I deserve that. I deserve the love that I put out there. And I think everybody actually fucking does. Like, you guys all deserve the love that you're actively putting out there for others. So don't let anyone put you in a position that I'm fucking in right now, you guys. Like, fuck. That's it for this week's episode. Thank you for bearing with me, my tears, my emotions, everything I'm feeling. I'm forever grateful for all of you guys. I can't stress it enough, like just how I feel so lucky and like blessed to have this platform, and like truly, truly, truly grateful. So thank you guys so much for all that you do. I love you. I know I'm not like happy, cheery, chippery Livy today, but like, don't worry, she's coming back. She's coming back, but I love you guys endlessly. So thank you for listening. Make sure to like, comment on the fucking podcast, subscribe, and rate it 5 stars wherever you're listening to it, because it really does wonders. And like, let me know if you're feeling anything similar to what the fuck I'm feeling. Let me feel less alone, girl. But I love you guys so much. Have a great day, night, evening, whenever the fuck you're listening to this. Love you guys. Bye.